Hey, I'm Ari from the Tech Buyers Guru, and this is the third in my series of Black Friday week gaming PC buyer's guide videos. This one targets a budget of $1,500, and it all starts with the Ryzen 7 3700X CPU from AMD. Now, I thought long and hard about whether I was going to recommend this CPU or the similarly priced Core i7 9700K from Intel. They're both at around $340 today. I think by the end of the week, they'll both be selling for $300. Here's the issue with the 9700K. Even though it has 8 fast cores, Intel stripped it of hyperthreading. It's the very first Core i7 to ever be sold without any virtual cores. And I think that's going to limit its lifespan. A few years back, if you bought a quad core from Intel that didn't have hyperthreading, a lot of people would tell you that's fine, it's really fast, it'll run great for years to come. That was totally untrue. A quad core today is useless unless it has hyperthreading. That's why I'm concerned that the 9700K just doesn't have the legs to stand on in the long run. I think the 3700X is a better buy today. You'll look back on it in a few years and say, I got a great deal on that on Black Friday, and it's still running great today. When you go with Zen 2 from AMD, you also get an advanced X570 motherboard. I'm recommending the X570A Pro from MSI just because the price is so great. With the Zen 2 architecture, AMD offered the new PCIe 4.0 standard. That means it unleashes a lot of extra speed if you upgrade down the line to a PCIe 4.0 drive. Now, I don't actually recommend a PCIe 4.0 drive for this build today. I don't think they're priced quite right for a gaming PC at $1,500, but you do get a PCIe 3.0 drive, and that's the XPG SX8200 Pro 1 terabyte. This is currently at just under $120 with a coupon on Amazon, and this is a fantastic deal. Buy this right away. And don't be fooled by all the deals on SATA drives. There's lots and lots of SATA drives out there. They're all going to be on closeout for Black Friday, and they're all garbage. Don't buy a SATA drive today. They're completely obsolete. There's no reason you should be buying them because right now they're actually more expensive than the SX8200 Pro, and even after a discount, I doubt they'll touch the price of this drive. Get the SX8200 Pro and be glad you did. What about memory? Well, at first I thought I was going to go with a set of standard DDR4 3200 sticks from Corsair, but then Corsair went and dropped the price of its beautiful Vengeance RGB Pro RAM. It's now just $2 more than the standard RAM kits with the low profile heatsinks, and it looks so much better. You can also sync it with the MSI motherboard, meaning your whole system will look great. It's $70 right now, which is a fantastic deal for DDR4 3200 with RGB lighting. It's the lowest price ever. In terms of the video card, this is really easy if you don't get caught in the trap that a lot of retailers are going to try to get you in. And that is, you want the RTX 2070 Super, not the RTX 2070. Does that name really make a difference? Yes. If it has Super in the name, it's 15% faster and it's the same price. If you buy an RTX 2070, you're buying old stock that retailers are trying to get rid of, and they're not discounting those cards very much at all. Now, what about the case? I love the Thermaltake V200 case because it looks great and it comes in at a great price. It's also a really good size for a gaming PC. It's compact, yet it has plenty of space for high-end gear. You get 3 120mm fans in front with RGB lighting, and you also get a 120mm exhaust fan. And what's great about the RGB lighting in the V200 is that you can sync it with the motherboard and the RAM so that your whole system looks great together. You don't just have flashing lights all kind of uncoordinated. They're all tied together at the same color, whatever you want to set them at, whether it's rainbow or a single color or maybe no color at all. You can control it via the motherboard software. In terms of the power supply, I want to be very specific here and give you just the right advice. There's a brand new 550 watt gold rated power supply from Seasonic, and there's something fantastic about this power supply that probably nobody realizes. This is the first PSU under $100 that has 2 EPS power connectors. Those are the power connectors that feed power to your CPU. And all X570 boards today require 2 of those for maximum effectiveness. Now, the 3700X is actually a very efficient processor, so it could run on a single EPS connector. But because X570 has to support everything from 4 cores up to 16 cores, most of the really good boards, including the X570A Pro that I recommend, have dual EPS connectors. So you want a PSU that matches your motherboard and can supply that additional power. Whether or not your 3700X needs it today, you might upgrade down the line, drop in a 16-core CPU, and that PSU won't actually support it. So that's why I'm suggesting you get this brand new 2020 edition of the Focus Gold from Seasonic. Now, in terms of the cooler, I love Arctic. It's currently $40. This is the eSports Duo. It has two 120mm fans. It comes in a variety of colors. I happen to like white because it matches a lot of color schemes. It's got a nice blacked out heatsink. It looks really good. It's very quiet and it's extremely effective. You can't get a better cooler for $40. So go with Arctic and you'll be pleased with that 3700X. Note that the 3700X does have a very good cooler in the box, but it will actually boost higher with the Arctic cooler, and it actually also will run quieter. So I think it's worth buying an upgraded cooler for that 8-core processor. Now, don't forget, when you're building a gaming system, you do need an operating system, and that's going to be Windows 10 Home. I recommend it on USB because it installs extremely fast, under 5 minutes. I've seen it vary in price in the past few weeks, for all the way from $110 to $135. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know what Microsoft is doing. I hope they actually bring it back down to $110 by the end of the week. I don't expect it to drop below that. I think that's probably kind of the minimum price that Microsoft wants to sell Windows 10 for. See if you can grab it at $110, but know that it's kind of between $110 and $130, depending on the day or even the hour that you're shopping. And that's just up to Microsoft and maybe Amazon. I don't know who's deciding that, but you need the operating system, so pick it up. Don't forget it's on USB. If you have any questions about this build, please post your questions down below. I will respond to all of them. If you like this video, of course, please like and subscribe. That really helps me out. And again, I'm Ari from the Tech Buyers Guru, and I will catch you next time.